We're going to be looking at a case today, guys. This is the Corsair Carbide Series 400C case. There is another one called the 400Q, and that one is more silent if you want something a bit quieter. This one has a windowed side panel if you want to display your components. So it's a compact mid-tower case, and the first thing I'll mention is that obviously one of the main selling points is the side panel window. This is really nice for you to show off your case because it's really neat and compact inside. Everything's in its place and there's no unnecessary extra spaces here and there. Then you can fit in your water cooling, your full-size ATX motherboard, your dual graphics cards. Oh yeah, and the outside of the case, that's always important. It's really, really slick looking. It's got an all steel exterior. We're gonna show you it when we unbox it now. I'm well aware that everybody likes to laugh at my poor Stanley knife skills, so I'm gonna do this without it. Obviously, handle with caution. It's all right, I've got it. There we go. My first impressions of this case are that it is really cute as technology goes. It is so diddy and tiny, but it still fits so much stuff in. I love the side panel as well. We did have to take off two plastic coatings on the outside and the inside, which are obviously there for protection, just so that you guys could see clearly what it will look like properly through the glass. The side panel's got a really easy to use handle here so that you can gain access nice and easily. And this here inside is your power supply cover, and it's modular, so it comes in two parts. I think it's time we look inside in more detail. So some case specifications for you. The width of the case is 215 millimeters. The height is 465 millimeters, and the weight is about 7 kilograms. Here you can see the front. This is a steel removable front. On the top cover here, you've got your power button, reset button. You've got two USB 3.0 ports, a headphone port, and a mic port. Here you've got a sort of magnetic mesh cover over the top of the case, and here is where you would put in your water cooler inside. Using these slots, you detach it. Very fancy. If you wanted to remove the front panel, you're then left with this detachable magnetic mesh dust filter. It's really easy to remove. You just peel it off like that. And then here you can fit either two 140mm fans or three 120mm ones. Also, if you wanted to install a radiator on the front, you can either get a 280mm one in there or a 360mm one. On the rear of the case, you've got 7 expansion slots, and you can either put a 120mm fan or radiator on there as well. On the bottom, you've got another dust filter, and the feet have got rubber soles for stability. So across the case horizontally, the length is 425mm, and looking inside, you can see the power supply and hard drive cover, and 9 stand-up screws. If you wanted a radiator at the top, you can fit a 240mm one in. Alternatively, for fans, you can get two 140mm ones or 120mm ones. On the other side of the case, here, you have 3 2.5-inch bays for your SSDs and plenty of cable management solutions. Along the bottom, you've got 2 more 3.5-inch bays. In one of them, you've got a box full of extra stuff. Cable ties and screws and the like are in there. So I hope you enjoyed our comprehensive overview of the case itself. Now we're going to make things a bit more interesting and put some stuff inside it. Ta-da! Alrighty, so to begin with, we have got to remove the cover for the power supply, which is held on with 2 screws because it's in 2 separate parts. So then you should be able to just lift it off with ease. And same with the other one. And now we can put in the power supply or the windmill. So we're just screwing it in now, and we've already done 2. Just gonna put the last couple in, keep it nicely in place. Another cool thing that I just noticed, this hinge for the door is super useful because it lets it go all the way around. For the purposes of fitting in our liquid cooler the way we want to, we're going to move the bigger one a little bit further down the case. Make sure that when you're dealing with your fans that you've got the correct direction of airflow. So make sure that the cool air's coming in and the warm air's going out the back. Okay, so we've just put it on its side so I can put the motherboard in, and it's got 9 stand-up screws. And I'm just going to try and fit it into the AO shield there. Just start screwing it in. So the motherboard should sit really nicely with the 9 stand-up screws. I'm just going to connect the case power switches. I hate this part. I'm sure a lot of you guys can sympathise with me. This is the fun bit. Just gently pop that in. In goes the beast. Pretty much done now. Just gonna put the memory in and then turn it on. Ta-da! So, it's all been put together and we've switched it on and it looks great. You can see why it's, you know, I said it's compact. Everything's so neat and tidy inside. Let me just show you. You know, there's no way you could call that messy. Everything just fits nice and snug together, and just like we said, it's quite a small case, but it does a really good job. You've still got your full-size motherboard, beast of a graphics card, your water cooler, and there's still plenty of space for airflow. What I really like is the cover here for the power supply. I just think it makes it that little bit more smart, and it's, as you can see, really covering up lots of messy cables and things. It's great for that too. So that's about it, guys, for the Corsair Carbide 400C case. I think the most important thing for me about this case is cable management. If you're a little bit messy, you're not so good at hiding all those cables, this case is really forgiving. It's easy to make it all neat and tidy. So as always, guys, thanks for watching CCL Online. I'm Kirsten and we'll see you next time. Bye!